Today on Vox News, we'll have information on singer Elton John and more. Caleb Pearson will have your weather, and Sedona Long will have your sports.
It's Tuesday, February 18th, 2020, and you're watching Vox News Today.
Please stand for the pledge of the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good afternoon and welcome back. I'm Alex Harris.
And I'm Titan Henley.
The search continues for Faye Marie Swetlick. The 6-year-old girl was last seen shortly after she got off the school bus near her South Carolina home in Case. Last Monday, Case police were looking for 2 cars that were spotted near Swetlick went missing. Authorities said drivers may have information that could help the finding of the 6-year-old girl.
Local and state law enforcement officials say a high-speed crash in East Tennessee claimed the life of a Chattanooga man late Sunday night. According to the Tennessee Highway Patrol, 31-year-old Thomas Taylor was killed in a head-on collision by felony suspects speeding in the wrong direction after a police chase. The incident happened around 11 p.m. on Highway 19E.
Police have arrested a Nashville man who say they nearly beat his wife to death on Sunday morning. Neighbors called police after witnessing Piercy Thomas reportedly punching his wife after she was left unconscious. Police say they arrived to the home to find the victim in a car with her mother watching over her. The victim's mother said Thompson began yelling at his wife over what she wore to church. Thompson was charged with attempted criminal homicide, failure to appear, and driving on a revoked license. He was booked in the Davidson County Jail on a $301,000 bond.
These artistic masterpieces have been created by a massive lizard, and they have been raising money to benefit other animals and humans affected by the Australian bushfires. Winston, the Argentinian tegu lizard, creates the paintings by dipping its claws and tail into different paints before thrashing against the canvas. Winston's owner, Sarah Curie, has been putting the lizard's work up for auction where they sell for between $30 and $75.
A Cleveland family is asking for help after their son with special needs had his wheelchair stolen. The family says the wheelchair was taken right off their front yard. Preston Higdon is a 10-year-old diagnosed with cerebral palsy, epilepsy, and suffers from mental delays. A GoFundMe has been set up to help raise awareness.
A 9-year-old girl is hoping you will give to the McCamey Animal Shelter for her birthday instead of giving her a present, and an Oodlewall shop is teaming up with her birthday wish. Autumn Perez adopted her first cat from McCamey and has been a fan ever since. She had been soliciting McCamey donations on her birthday since she turned 5.
A Washington state woman who unsuccessfully ran for mayor of Colorado Springs in 2019 has been accused of trying to kidnap a 3-week-old baby. The 38-year-old, who accordingly went by several aliases, was released on a $50,000 bond and is expected to be arraigned Tuesday. Juliette Parker and her teenage daughter are suspected of posing as photographers and drugging a mother to try and steal her new infant.
After a series of reforms and political discussion, the United States government has agreed to financially back the country of Ethiopia in significant ways. The current goal is to raise the standard of living and establish a free and fair election for the citizens.
The United Kingdom has issued severe flood warnings in several locations. The residents of central England and Wales are expecting over 6 inches of rain rising up from flooding rivers. Nearly 200 warnings have been set out. Now to Caleb with your weather report.
I'll have your weather and more after this break.
One thing to love about the Tennessee Valley is Bradley Central Show Choir, Vocal Motion. The other thing to love is the local Geico office on Lee Highway.
You could save a lot You can save a lot. You can save a lot. But how do you know? Unless you call 894-2600.
Got a car? Got a boat? Got a home?
Get a quote.
Let's go ahead and take a look at our weather. As you can see, we've got a lot of rain in the area. Cleveland and Chattanooga are going to be soaked, while there's a little dry patch over here. Let's go ahead and look at our national weather. As you can see, there's a lot of rain towards the east coast, so there's some light snow up north and some snow towards the Midwest, but there's mostly just a lot of rain over here in the area. Let's go ahead and look at our daily weather. Today we're going to hit a high of 61 with a low of 43. Today we're hitting a high of 61 with a low of 43. It's going to be very rainy with an 89% chance of humidity. Let's go ahead and look at our weekly weather. Tomorrow is going to be partially cloudy with a high of 52 and a low of 39. Thursday will be rainy with a high of 45 and a low of 25. Friday will be sunny with a high of 45 and a low of 23. Saturday will be partially cloudy with a high of 53 and a low of 35. And Sunday and Monday will both be rainy with highs of 50, 57, and lows of 43 and 42. That's all for weather. Let's send it over to Sedona with sports.
I'll have your NCAA, Bradley Sports, and more after this break.
Do you need credit up to $4,000? With a check and a cash flex loan secured by your car title, that's exactly what you could get. Apply for the cash you need today and keep your car. At Check into Cash, a flex loan offers you the funds you need to handle some of life's bigger emergencies. Get started on your flex loan by visiting checkintocash.com/TN. Apply in-store with your car title, receive quick approval, and borrow the funds you need.
Your one-stop money shop. Check into cash.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at NCAA scores. Penn State and Illinois play at 6:30 p.m. Florida State and Pittsburgh at 8 p.m. Dayton and VCU at 8:30. Kentucky and LSU at 9. Oklahoma and West Virginia at 7. Northwestern Maryland at 8. Creighton and Marquette at 8:30. And Baylor and Oklahoma at 9. And Bradley and Heritage they scored 66-12. Bradley winning. That's all for me. Stay tuned for more after this break.
Welcome back, Bradley Central. The Turkish government has released 9 political activists from terrorist charges. The protesters in question attempted to overthrow the government in 2013 by protesting the remaining prisoners had been released.
The legendary pop singer Elton John was forced to stop performing in the middle of a concert late last week. This interruption was due to his recently diagnosed case of walking pneumonia. John later shared on Twitter, "I was diagnosed with walking pneumonia earlier today, but I was determined to give you the best show humanly possible. I played and sang my heart out until my voice could sing no more. I'm disappointed, deeply upset, and sorry I gave it all I had. We all hope that Elton John will recover and continue his farewell tour. From us here at Vox, get well soon, Rocket Man."
Starting this fall, University of Tennessee and Chattanooga are providing free tuition for incoming out-of-state students. UTC officials said the goal of the new regional tuition program is to attract diverse talent in the area as well as reach enrollment goals laid out by the university system. Under the program, students from Alabama, Arkansas, Georgia, Kentucky, Mississippi, Missouri, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia would pay about $18,000 a year instead of about $26,000 a year as out-of-state students. The food company Astra Chief is recalling approximately 7,000 pounds of pepperoni stuffed pizza sandwich products because of the product is mislabeled and contains undeclared soy, a known allergen. The problem was discovered when the firm received consumer complaints about products labeled as Mega Sandwich Pepperoni Stuffed Pizza that contained a meatball stuffed pizza sandwich product. Consumers who have purchased these products are urged not to consume them. These products should be thrown away or returned to the place of purchase. Stay tuned for school announcements after this short commercial break.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
Welcome back, Bradley Central. Let's take a look at your school announcements.
Prom Perfect is starting again this year, and FCC LA needs all the donations they can get. Donations needed are dresses, suits, shoes, dress shirts, ties, jewelry, and new makeup. They will be taking donations until the end of the month. Every item you bring an entry for a giveaway. Make sure to bring all donations to room C14.
We're online at YouTube at BCHS VOX News.
You can check us out on Facebook, WTMB, and of course at voxnews.net.
You just can't get enough of Vox.
Vox, the voice of Bradley Central.
That's all we have for you today, Bradley Central.
And as always,
God bless and go Bears.
Bears.